Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am so sorry I have not been able to post anything in almost a month. It's been crazy at work and in life in general, and I just haven't had the time to sit down and make videos and also go more to locals. I have only gone I think once or twice this month, so that's why I didn't feel comfortable sharing a new profile with you guys. But here we are again. Hopefully things will get better. We do have regionals in about a week or two. So yeah, I'm gonna start dedicating more time to this. And yeah, so White Forest, once again, we're here. I have this 40 card list. I tried to narrow it down as much as possible down to 40. Personally, I think 40 for me is the most consistent of everything I can build. But White Forest in particular, it does have space to go over 40. And because before I was going on 45, I think I might go back to 45. And even with this 40 card version, I still think I can make some changes as well. But yeah, let me show you this new version. I was able to go to locals and get first place. Even though I hadn't played in a long time. So I think both the experience and the build worked perfectly fine. So for the White Forest engine, still in the Ethereal set, still the best starter alongside the 3 Sylvie and then the one-ups, the 1 a Stellar. I think a Stellar, it's not really mandatory to play, but I think it's good to have a later game. Usually it's a decent way to play around Droll, because as you know, Droll completely wrecks the deck, but a Stellar helps you play around it a little bit and at least helps you set up some things. Sure, it's a hand trap magnet, but then if they spend their Ash or their Imperms on a Stellar and you have additional plays on your hand, then at least you can get them out of the way. And yeah, just keeps your grind game also easier to go to. Every single time you send a spell or trap for costs, you can bring her back from the grave, so that's really good. The one is that because we're still using the Azamina package, of course, and it's a bridge between those two. And the one Rusia, in my opinion, it can be cut. I don't want to cut it because it does come up every now and then as an additional extender and a decent extender, so I kind of want to have it instead of not having it and needing it at the time. And then for the spells, the 1 Tales of the White Forest and the 3 Field Spell, the Witch of the White Forest. Yeah, I think there's nothing more to add here. It's just additional consistency. This field spell is amazing. It gets you to any of your White Forest names, and it's pretty much the 1 card combo the deck has. So yeah, the only downside is, of course, you're locked from your dark monsters from the extra deck, but I think you can play around that just fine. You can either start first with your Azamina plays and then go into White Forest, or simply set up for next turn with the Debtors that I am playing. That's it for the White Forest. For the Sinful Spoils engine, the 1 Witch, I don't think you need more. I was playing 2, but I think you don't really see more than 1. You can always get it back, and it's just, yeah, it's just extra space, like extra redundancy for the deck. 1 is fine. You can always search with your wanted, so it's fine. So of course the 3 wanted, the 1 Deception, the 1 Sinful Spoils of the White Forest, which I am thinking of cutting. Unless you're playing the Chimera, which I'm not in this version, I don't really think it's a good card. I haven't really seen it much. Sure, I can use it to fusion summon for, say, summoning Saint Azamina or more Aegina, but other than that, there's easier ways to get those 2 out, and it really doesn't come up as often. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it out for something else. Then I'm still playing the 1 Caesarus of the Sinful Spoils. I built this deck mostly towards the mid-range grind game approach, and Susurrus is a wonderful card for that because it lets you recover resources from your grave and or banishment, and it also allows you to dodge targeting effects. So yeah, I think it's a decent card. Of course, it's not the best. It doesn't really do anything on its own, and it does require setup to be used. But I liked it, and every single time that I've used it, it comes up just fine. And it's also a spell that you can reset with your White Forest effects. And the one Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morian, I still think this card is amazing. It's so versatile. It gives you defensive capabilities, it gives you offensive capabilities with more Regina. And yeah, it's just an additional trap as well in case you wanted to use it for the Diabellstar Vengeance as well. But yeah, I think it's a very versatile card, and you should be playing it. In my personal opinion, I think it's a very, very good card that can be searched, can be sent with the Witch, can be sent to the grave with the White Witch as well. So yeah, everything is connected here. So that's the beauty of this deck. You can pretty much accommodate yourself to play towards the situation you're against. And then of course the one Hollow Azamina and the one Debtors. Debtors, it's mostly here to help you play around the lock from the dark attribute from the extra deck, but it's also an extender. Like I said, I aimed a little bit to the grind mid-range approach since I expect to be drolled most of the time. So Azamina Debtors just helps you extend further by bringing back the Azamina Alzat or any of the fusions from the grave. Even came up once where I had to use Saint Azamina to out a Chaos Angel and then bring the Azamina monster, and then just banish Debtors, bring back Saint Azamina. So yeah, like the sky's the limit pretty much. You can accommodate and play around any situation given the right cards. So yeah, that's what really gives you so much flexibility in the deck. And then for the let's say the Vengeance package, that really boosts the deck a lot. This package right here helps you play around role very comfortable, and yeah, it's just really strong. It's really strong because it's 2 or 3 interruptions depending on what you go into. So yeah, it's really, really good. It gives you protection with the White Witch as long as you have 2 or more Diabell monsters on the field, and Filia Diabell helps you go in first and second. Curse of Diabell, the second effect to blow up the opponent's board. It's hard to pull off, but it does come up from time to time if you can set it up correctly. And yeah, it's just amazing. Just these 4 cards give you a lot of resilience for the deck that sometimes it lacks when you get hand trapped and whatnot. That's it for the engine. For the non-engine, we're still playing the 3 Ash because it's the most generic one, and of course it helps you stop the Mold Charmies, which are also hurtful for the deck. And of course the 3 Fuwalas because it's Fuwalas. I think pretty much any deck has to play this in today's age to be competitive. And the 3 Droll, because 3 Droll is also very impactful this format. Mirror Match is completely amazing, and of course against Mitsurugi it's also really good. The 1 Talents, the 1 Call by the Grave, and then I'm playing the 2 Black Goat Laughs. I still think this is a phenomenal card. I cut the Foolish Boiled Goods not because I think it's bad. I completely agree that it's an amazing card, but I wanted to keep it down to 40 to see how it performed. And honestly, I didn't really had a moment where I said like, oh, I wish I had the Foolish Boiled Goods. So I'm not saying you shouldn't play them. I think you should play them at least 2 copies because it does give you an additional flexibility to the deck. Like you can pretty much send whatever you need to counter the deck you're playing against. You can either send the Black Labs, you can send the Curse of the Abel to bring your Vengeance package as well. So yeah, that's the beauty of this deck. That's what's so amazing, that you can pretty much play any card you want to adjust to your playstyle. I've seen people playing Super Poly at the last locals I went to. I had a mirror match and the guy was playing Super Poly, which completely obliterated my field. And yeah, it's just a powerful card right now. I think against Malice is also really good because you can do Garura as well. And yeah, it might be a decent board breaker to have this format. That's it for the main deck, 40 cards. For the extra deck, of course, we're still on the same White Forest Synchro package. You have to play this 3. Otherwise, I don't think you are playing the deck correctly. Of course, with the Poplar of the White Forest, because it's a new addition we had, and that allows you to quick synchro into the Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon as well. And also your Chaos Angel, you can also use it, because Chaos Angel is still Chaos Angel. Like, there's no reason for not to play this card. It doesn't come up as often anymore as before, but still, it's a really awesome card to have. And of course, the one Jiraishing, the Thunder God, because it's an amazing card. Like, it's just insane how it helps you boost your life points in case you need it for time. But it also, like, being a Harpy's Feather Duster and a Raigeki in one card, it's completely insane. And it does come up very often when you get hand trapped and you have, say, like Sylvie and the Black Witch on field. You can pretty much bump into this and pass, and it's still a decent interruption. That's it for the synchros. For the fusions, I am playing one of each of the Azamina monsters because I think that's the most fun way to play the deck. So Murcielago, I think I don't need to explain it further. It's just an additional extender and helps you go into more engine. Ila Sylvia, your Omni Negate. Soul is an additional interruption since we're playing the Debtors. It helps you clear some boards as well. Go in second. And Moragina, phenomenal card. Gives you grind game, it gives you interruption, and it's just a big presence on the field. And Saint Azamina, my favorite floodgate from the deck. I think it's I don't think there's any other card like it in the game, unless I'm missing something. But it's powerful against a lot of matchups, and of course the Azamina being another floodgate in the like the effect of reducing your opponent's monster's attack. It helps you because it prevents you from dying quickly, but also if you combine it with Murcielago, like, you're pretty much shutting down your opponent's entire board. So I think it's really good. It did came up. I was able to out a Chaos Angel against a mirror match with White Forest. Otherwise, it would have been a lot more complicated. But yeah, I think it's a phenomenal card. You don't have to play it. Like, you can play this instead of this. You can play the Chimera if you are more into that. I just like to play it as pure as possible, and for me, it has been phenomenal. And then for the last 2 fusions, the one Snake Eyes Doom Dragon and the one Chorozo. Snake Eyes Doom Dragon is really good because it helps you go second, especially if you have the Poplar that you can put both on your White Forest monsters on your spell and trap zone, and then just summon this, push something back, and then if you have this, you can go into this and push another thing back. So it helps you clear boards. It's also a big body, and yeah, it's fire, so you don't really care if you activated the White Forest field spell. And then Chorozo, it really doesn't come up as often, but it's there if you need it. Sometimes you do need to have that additional play to go into your White Forest engine. And honestly, if you play Super Poly, I think it's a amazing target as well, because it's any spellcaster, which you play a lot of in the deck, and then it's just like one Synchro, Fusion, Xyz, or Link. So you can pretty much clear board with anything and one of your White Forest monsters. So yeah, that's it for this deck profile. I hope you like it. Let me know as usual what you would change, um, what you agree on, what you don't agree on. I do have some changes in mind. I do want to put woes back, for example, but yeah, I don't think keeping it at 40 is possible if we're gonna go up that route. But yeah, I will keep you posted. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for watching.